In this video, we are going to be talking about how to find the right mentor for you. Whew. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Afzal Hussain. You can find out a bit more about me through the social media links below, or you can check out my website, which is www.afzalhussain.com. For those of you that are new to the channel, I release new videos every Wednesday at 5 PM UK time, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. For those of you who have hit that subscribe button already, make sure you turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. If you get to the end of this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments for future video suggestions and any comments in general if you've got questions for me. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. If you haven't seen the last week's video, make sure you check it out. It should be there. It's called Why Mentors Matter, and it touches on some of the reasons why mentors are important. But in today's video, we're going to focus on how do you exactly go and find a good mentor, not just an average mentor. How do you find the right mentor for you? Rule number one, don't think you can go onto LinkedIn and reach out to someone who you've never met before with a cold inbox email or a cold message and think that they're going to mentor you. Mentoring is more than just a response. Mentoring is actually forging a relationship with an individual where you both help each other out and you both contribute to the nurturing, development and growth of one another. Not just in your careers, maybe in your general life, it may be, you know, in your personal friendships, etc. But there's so many different levels, and the first one we start with is careers. What you should do is look at your network and look at your manager. When you start work, it is going to be imperative for you to, you know, catch up with your manager, build a relationship with them, but your manager is not going to be your mentor. They can kind of give you advice and guidance, but it's always important to kind of seek a mentor from a different team or a different division or even a different company within the same industry. You can have more than one mentor. It could be someone in a different company in the same industry, or it could be someone from a completely different industry. Remember, it's always useful to have different perspectives and people who are not all identical in the fields that they work in and study in. So seek mentors from different industries if you can. But look at your network and ask yourself, are there any individuals who you aspire to be like, who you are impressed with, who you think that you can get along with, or who you have a good relationship with already? You want to also consider your manager and ask them, do they think, because they will know you to a certain extent, you want to ask your manager, do they know anyone, or do they think of anyone that comes to mind when they think about offering you a mentor? So ask your manager and explore your network. It's also very, very important to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, okay, what do I want in a mentor? Right now I'm early in my career, or I'm 5 years down in my career, 10 years, whatever it might be. What do I need from a mentor? What do I want? So you ask yourself, where do you aspire to be in 5 years time? Where do you aspire to be in 10 years time? You know, it's not going to be set. Things change, plans, you know, change and fizzle out or work out. But it's always good to have some sort of idea and ambition, because you want to identify a mentor who has kind of done the things that you hope to do, because those are the individuals that can give you the key advice, the tips, the guidance that will help you tick those boxes and climb and climb and climb. So you want to ask yourself where you want to be, what type of company you want to be working at, what type of work you want to be doing, you know, not just work related. There's so many aspects of life. There's your emotional health, mental and physical health, material wealth, there's your career, there's your family life, personal relationships, friendships. Look for individuals who have good morals, who are ethical in what they do in their work and in their daily lives. And the only way to go and identify those individuals and to learn those things about them is to go and meet them, have coffee catch-ups. Which brings me on to my next point. Coffee catch-ups. This is very, very important. You don't just meet someone and they become your mentor. It's like you don't just meet someone and you become best friends. It's like you don't just meet someone and you get married. You need to build a relationship, build a connection, and make sure you both are on the same page over time. So this is where coffees and catch-ups come in. So for those of you that don't know, when you are in the world of work, it's completely normal to, you know, email someone and say, hey, I'd love to grab a coffee with you, or I'd love to catch up with you over a tea or whatever it might be for 30 minutes to pick your brains on XYZ. So you meet this person, whether it's in a coffee shop, whether it's in the cafeteria, whether, you know, somewhere in the office, near the office, and you just talk to them, get to know them, ask them about their career, how they got to where they are, what they found interesting, blah, blah, blah. And you're just building a relationship. And also you tell them a bit about yourself. What brought you to that seat today? Where are you hoping to go in the next few years? What's your ambitions? You can say, you know, you're interested in finding a mentor, but you're not too sure how to go about it. You can even say that in the catch-ups. Or you can say you're meeting lots of people, you're just happy to, you're just interested in learning about individuals and seeing where you can help individuals, and two, how individuals can help you with their experience and guidance in the industry that you're in right now. Coffees and catch-ups are very important. Highly recommend them. It's pretty much impossible to get a mentor without meeting people and talking, because how else are you going to do it, right? So make sure you're reaching out to lots of different individuals and going for 30-minute walks and talks. Who should I reach out to? Like, how senior should the individual be? If you're in the world of banking or finance, reach out to VPs and above, so vice presidents, executive directors, managing directors and above. In terms of years of experience, so I would say anyone that is maybe 7 years ahead of you in their career. So an individual that's got 7 years of experience, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, the more experience the better, the more knowledge they can share with you. So anyone below 7 years experience, I think, is too close to your age. You can still have mentors or buddies that are more junior than 7 years of experience, but I think typically mentors, like my mentors were at least 7, 8, 9 years ahead of me. So you want someone who is quite away from you in terms of not just career experience but life experience. If your mentor is someone that's, you know, quite similar in age to you, they might help you a lot, but their life experience is going to be somewhat different, but it's not going to be extensive compared to someone who's done 20, 30, 40 years in the game, right? So that's very important. And yes, you can have more than one mentor, you can have 20 mentors, but it just means it's a two-way relationship. It means you need to commit as well. You can't just have a mentor and see them once a year. You need to make sure you're managing that relationship, especially as the mentee. So you need to bring the energy to the table in order for them to help you as well. Because you don't want to just take. You want to give. And you want to do so by helping them where they might need help. They might not understand something, or the junior population at work, and they might try to figure something out. That's where maybe you can add value, you can contribute, you can help them. So think of it as a two-way relationship. On the point of bringing energy and making it a two-way relationship, it's very important because you need to give them a reason to mentor you, right? There's probably, if you're looking at a senior employee at an organization, they probably have tons of juniors reaching out to them to mentor them. You need to give them a reason to mentor you as opposed to everyone else. So find that reason. What makes you special? Tell them a bit about your story. How do you relate? How do you connect? Are there any outside interests that you're both interested in or that you both share? And, you know, it's kind of like an interview if you're competing with all these other individuals. So make sure you pitch yourself in the right way, because you need to sell yourself in order for someone to invest their time in you. Time is very important, and individuals who understand that value it, so they don't just dish it out to anyone and everyone. So make sure you give them a reason to choose you as opposed to anyone else. Last but not least, always be on the lookout for mentors, regardless of who you meet, who you connect with, who you talk to, your networks, your teams, your managers. If you think someone can put you in touch with someone that can help you, be open. If you don't ask a question, the answer is always going to be no. And be thoughtful, but don't doubt yourself. Don't be too negative. Just focus on finding the right mentors, and I'm sure you'll be fine. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It will mean a lot to me. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you for your dedicated time to this channel. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you turn on post notifications after you subscribe so you never miss a video upload. And I will see you, actually before I see you next week, let me know if you want me to make a video next week focused on what makes a good mentor, or if you want me to make one on what makes a good mentee. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you next week. Peace. Whew.